And we are back. Welcome. Good evening. It's a balmy June evening. No, it's not June yet. I'm a week early. It's a balmy May evening here in the UK. The
June.
heat is affecting my brain. I have a bag of D6 with me and a Death Wish, so we must be playing Alien. That's all I can say. So welcome, lovely players, to session 3 of our one shot that's been written and run. Very honoured to have the writer of this one shot with us, Mr. Dave Seamark. Oh, look, got it right that time.
Evening.
Welcome, Dave.
Hiya.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. Just come off the shock of seeing Coventry lose to Luton in the championship playoff final, but never mind. Yeah, I'm very good. I'm looking forward to episode 3 of OLENYA Bay.
Yes,
it's about time
episode
to kill
3.
somebody.
And it's the final episode as well, so I'm sure there'll be not just one person expiring. Should I say, not just Eva Rinker expiring, because where we left off last time was on the verge of going into
allowed to get a face
combat.
full of Android, yeah.
Now, I, of course, as the gracious host that I am, although I'm a player, have been preparing the rest of the party earlier today with some summarised rules on combat, because my character, the Commissar Mashenko, will do anything to survive, even if that means putting everyone else in front of him. So I hope you'll have all been revising those rules this afternoon. Come plenty prepared to keep me alive for the rest of the game. So we'll do some quick hellos. We'll start with you, Mr. Seamark. Good evening. Do you want to tell people where you can be found?
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm a freelance game writer designer with Free League, Modifius and others, and I run the Effect podcast with my lovely co-host Matthew. We've been doing that for about 5 years. We talk about lots of RPG stuff, but a lot of Swedish RPG stuff. So we do talk about Free League and Helmgas and the Swedish scene. We have an AP channel, Effect AP. We spell Effect the Swedish way with a K instead of a C. So keep your eye open for that. But come along, have a listen. We do have the nicest place on the internet, which is the Effect Discord community. So if you're interested, join our Patreon and come along and join that as well. I will be at UK Games Expo next weekend at the time of this going out live. So running the Free League stand. So come along and say hello, and it'll be great to chat to you.
Do you know what your stand number is yet?
1538, he says, desperately checking the form. 1538. You can't miss us. We're going to have a ceiling. We're going to have a ceiling banner this year, so you just have to look up and you'll see the banner. And we are at the end of a run of stalls. We are on Free League Avenue, so there is no excuse for not finding us if you want to come and say hello.
Well, I mean, last year we went, and Free League were the only publishers there, and you always have a very, very large backdrop behind your stall, so you definitely can't be missed. And hopefully, in fact, you turn up last year and were the only publishers, what spawned everybody else to go this year. But I still hope that you blow them away with your stand, because Free League stuff is top notch to me. Just the style of books, printing, the artwork, it's just great. It really is.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll jump to Richard. Welcome, Richard.
Hey there, guys. I'm Richard from Warrior Prince 3D. And through any links of the badges and whatnot, I provide printing services and anything 3D printing wise, be it miniatures, collectibles, statues, cosplay, or just random things you want as a coaster. We handle anything over anything what we can do. Started to do a few bits and pieces painted wise, but the majority of it is all just 3D printing and D&D.
Cool.
Yeah, it's not just 3D printing. I mean, you clean everything, you take all the supports off.
Oh god,
and
yes.
you're completely humble, and it's a bit of painting. Your painting's just it's up here.
It's all right. It's all right.
You're being very humble, Richard.
No. Well, the people I watch and learn from, they're Terrifyingly good.
Thank you very much. Ian, welcome.
Hello. Let's see how much of a gap there is between my mouth moving, my camera blurring, and the words coming out of my mouth. Hello, I'm Ian, the Dragon Bombard. You can find me here on the Badgers quite a bit. I stream now with these guys quite often, like Dragonlance, which we did last night. And you can also find us at our little die shop and 3D printing shop, which is just down here, dragonbornindustries.com. And we've got some more streams coming up soon, which actually Richard is going to be joining me on this Thursday. I think we're honing in on during the day for the second episode of Painting Up the Monster Manual, where we'll be spending just 1 hour to paint the next mini, which is the Aboleth.
Yeah,
and it's just to be tabletop.
I did wonder if it was going to be 3 guys in a cup, but
No. So, the other show that you guys may be aware that I'm part of, and it's the internet sensation 2 Guys 1 Cup. And
it is awesome.
We have a lot of disappointed OnlyFans people coming across to watch these.
I was going to say, with a name like that, what do you expect?
yeah.
Well, I don't understand like the misconception. I mean, it's just 2 guys sharing a paint washing cup, and one of them talks about
Chatting about 40k.
Yeah, I don't know how that can be misconstrued. I have no clue. But I mean, it got a lot of hits for some reason in the first few days.
I wonder why.
So yeah, it's that's me. Realistically, Dragon Ball Industry is just my little slice of the internet where I like to make dice and just be a nerd and have fun, like everybody here. And having played it through Alien with Josh and Richard and a few other games with both Dave and Steve, I'm just happy to be here, and to have Dave Seamark run us through this one shot has been fucking awesome. So thank you.
Yes, it has. I completely echo that.
Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you very much. And now we go over to not original Josh, but Josh 2, other Josh, alternative Josh.
Yes, I am Other Josh. You can find me responding to your ChatGPT questions. I've taken a break off this evening, but yes, I'm not really on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram much, but I'm usually hanging out with these guys and playing some games. So here I am, happy to be here.
And we're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Even though your hair is much shorter than the original Josh's.
Well, yes. We are in a competition of who can grow our hair the shortest.
Right. Mine makes up for it.
I know this is the last episode, guys, but this is just getting ridiculous, frankly.
You've not seen the end of it yet, Dave.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, normally at this point, if this is a fantasy game and Dave's introducing us, there'd be some insults being thrown about at this point.
But not in this game.
Not in this game. I'm obviously the better man because I don't break my pasta in half before boiling it. So, Dave, welcome. Would you like to talk about the badges?
Welcome. Yeah. I'm Dave. I'm Chief Badger here at Band of Badgers, where you can find us. You're watching this live on Twitch. Thank you very much. But also, do like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/bandofbadgers. You can also find some of our painting stuff and all the bits in between on our Instagram page, instagram.com/bandofbadgers. And we will, of course, be at the UK Games Expo next week. We're doing live interviews. We're doing recorded interviews. So check out our YouTube channel and our Instagram for both of those, just so you stay up to date. We've got loads of stuff playing. We're playing games with Luke Gygax. We're playing D&D with Alex Kamer. We've entered the UK tournament for Alien RPG, the championships. We are obviously gonna eject everyone out the airlock just so we can take home the trophy. So yeah,
provided we don't turn on each other in the first 5 minutes.
That's definitely going to happen. Anyway,
Surely,
but of course.
I was going to say, surely taking home the trophy in any version of an Alien or Ridley Scott thing is just taking home an embryo or you being infected.
That could well happen as well.
That is the trophy. You've sussed it out. The trophy is you get face hugs.
Yeah.
That's a whole other level. But the most important thing to say to everyone is, of course, what a difference Dave makes. Then that is both me and
Agree
Mr.
more.
C Mark over there. So yes, I will leave it there.
Thank you very much. Right, well, that's the intro. We didn't car crash that one for a change, as much as usual. So we'll get straight into it. Now, as I said, when we finished the last episode, we just done the initiative, if I remember correctly. But most importantly, my character was far from danger, and Richard, who's playing Ivrinka, was right at the coalface of danger, which is exactly the way I like it. So, Mr. Seamark, over to you.
So I think, yeah, just as a quick summary, and correct me if I've got any of this wrong, I think Mashenko, Chunhee, and Turgenev were all on the upper deck. Mashenko and Chunhee were down by the communications tower. Turgenev had decided to go and explore the heli deck, the helipad, because that was where those people who so unceremoniously woke you up last time seemed to be holding out. Fam was still in the medical center, obviously not being very well with a bad leg, obviously a bit of a nasty cough, and needs some Calpol night nurse, otherwise he'd be fine. And Ivrinka had decided to go and explore the supervisor rooms on the crew deck. Having got into them, having broken into them, and having found. Do you remember what you found there, Ivrinka?
It was
a photograph.
No, I've got the photograph. I was just about to explore a room, and I'd found all the equipment, the radio equipment, and whatnot.
So you'd found some
all the
receiving
cabling.
equipment, some radar and radio receiving equipment, which was plugged into power cables, which were with a little like temporary portable reactor. But those cables
out the window and stuff as well, hadn't
out of
they?
the broken window. They ran right across this deck into the ComCen area on the far side, and they are obviously plugged in there somewhere. Having searched this area, you got to that fourth room, and these rooms are all would normally be supervisor offices come accommodation. You saw that in the fourth room there was a let me just remind myself. There was a wooden crate, and inside that crate there was something a bit leathery and strange that you didn't recognize. However, having been exploring all that, one of the working Joes appeared, Chelovek, and advised you that you should not be in here for your own safety. And seeing you weren't immediately withdrawing from the room, Chelovek walked purposefully towards you and said, "If you're not going to comply, I will have to take action for your own safety." Which is where we left it last time.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming to you with some purpose. Now, I don't remember drawing initiative last time. I think I might have said we were going to.
Yeah, I don't remember drawing initiative, but
Okay,
no, we did, because we all got. I swear we all got assigned a number.
I didn't write anything down, so I might just draw initiative again. So
Let me see if I've got it written in my book.
Because you're going to say, I was 1, I was 2, I was 3, I was 4.
I think I was something awful.
So I think just to speed this along, I think we'll draw again. Right now, nobody else knows what trouble Ivrinka might be in. So, Richard, your initiative is 5.
5. Initiative 5.
Uh-oh.
Chelovek. Yeah, he's quite quick. He's on 4 and 8.
Ooh.
So Chelovek, you can sense a sense of purpose in this working Joe that you've never ever felt before in a working Joe, and he is rapidly walking towards you with his arms out and he's trying to grab you. You can, if you wish, use your fast action to try and dodge this or oppose it, which will be an opposed close combat roll.
Can I shoot him in the face?
It's his action first, I'm afraid.
And I'll try and dodge it then.
Yep. So he gets. Okay, so it's close. It's an opposed close combat roll. So roll your close combat, Richard. Ivarenka.
And I've got one.
Listen.
I still got to do stress dice in this as well, yeah?
There's a lot of dice there. Yes, it is stress dice for sure.
That's stressing me out how many dice you seem to be rolling. Okay, 2 5s, 2 6s, and the stress dice is a 6.
Yeah, that's cool. Remember, it's only 6s that count for successes, and it's only ones on stress dice that matter.
Oh, okay, yeah. 6 on the stress dice, but
yeah. Okay, so yeah, you got 2 successes. So he comes for you. He doesn't seem to think you're gonna resist much, and he misses. He grabs air as you step backwards. It's your action.
Okay.
But he was fast though. He was much faster than you'd expect for a working Joe.
I draw my gun, or I draw the gun I've got, and I'll shoot him.
Okay, so you've used your fast action to dodge, so you can draw, but you can't shoot this round.
Okay, I will draw. Can I speak in the same sort of action?
I think you can shout out a few words.
I will order him. I'll order him. Halt! Come no further towards me.
Okay, did you want to make a command roll?
Yes, please. Command. Oh, this is a nice one. I've got 7 of them. 5, 6, 7. Four successes and a 4 on the stress dice.
Okay, the 4 on the stress dice obviously does not matter.
Yep.
4 successes is very good. His action is next, and he ignores you and goes for you again.
Okay.
Okay, you don't get to resist this because you used your action. Okay. Well, he's missed. He's rolled a lot of dice and he's had 1 success so far, so he missed. But yeah, so the others still don't know anything bad is going on. So it's the next round, but it's his action again. He gets 2 actions around because he's fast, and he goes on 4s instead of your 5s. But you have a fast action again if you wish to try and resist this attack. Close combat.
I'll do that. Opposed close combat. This combat is only 4 on the stress dice. 1 success.
Okay, he got 3. And he has basically grabbed you by the shoulders and a bit like you might do, like an adult might do with a 5-year-old child, he lifts you off the ground. But he's grappled you, but he hasn't done any damage. But he's you are grasped. Your action, Ivarenka.
Can I shoot him? I'm at a better angle now. Can I just shoot him in the head?
You can shoot, but because you are being grappled, it's going to be -2.
Okay.
Because this isn't just, you're obviously struggling, and it's
yeah. It's not just standing there normally. Yeah.
No, exactly.
Range attack.
Yep.
Okay, -2. That's not going to be fun. No successes, and a 5 on the stress dice.
Okay. Can everybody else? I don't think. Okay, Fam, you get +2 on this, but everyone else make a observation roll, please. Fam, you get +.
Observation.
Again, obviously, I get this.
1 6 1.
I got 2 6s, but a 1 on the stress dice.
Okay.
I did roll my stress.
Obviously,
We
add your stress
have
to this.
3 6s. I've got a 1, but it's not on the stress die.
So that's cool.
2 6s and a 6 on the stress.
Okay, so the only person who's panicking potentially is Mashenko. Do you want to roll your panic, please, Steve?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 on the dice. I have 1 stress level, so that's 7 in total.
So, okay, you get a nervous twitch. Your stress level goes up by another point, as does Sun Chun Hee, because he stood next to you. Those of you who succeeded, you've heard a gunshot from the deck from on the fam. You think it's on the deck you're on. Everyone else, you think it's below where you are, because obviously you're on the upper deck.
Mashenko, what was that?
Okay, so well, you've just heard that. The round is playing out. So Ivarenka, you don't have any actions left, do you? So Chelovek is trying to throw you out the window.
For your own safety.
Okay, so he's got 3 successes. So if you could bring up the map again, please, Steve. And zoom it out slightly. Okay, so Chelovek had grabbed you, has kind of gone across to the window here. This window, no, that's not right. Hang on, there we go. I'm red. So this window here is all broken and shattered, and that is where the cables from the equipment are running through. Outside the window is a gap, and this is the deck below, maybe 10 meters below where you are. And he has just walked to the window and thrown you through it. If anyone's seen the Watchmen movie, he's done to you what Ozymandias does to the comedian at the start of that movie. And he's just thrown you through the window. So you are falling 10 meters.
Yeah, falling in slow motion with a great soundtrack, though.
That's it. It's a beautiful soundtrack.
Okay, so you're going to take 3 points of damage, but you do get a mobility roll to try and mitigate that.
Am I able to try and grab the cable that's running out? If he's throwing me out, am I able to grab the cables and stuff that are going out the window? Just to try and even slow my descent.
So yes, basically yes, you can do that. So it's a mobility roll to achieve that.
Okay.
And for every point of mobility you succeed, you take away a point of damage. So at the moment you're taking 3 damage.
Ouch.
Obviously, if you have armor, that can mitigate that. I'm not sure what armor you might be wearing.
I have
probably
one armor. I have 1 armor rating.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Two successes. One of them's the stress.
Okay. Success on a stress doesn't matter either way.
That's cool.
It's still a success. So yeah, you've grabbed it. You have slowed yourself down. You still take 1 point of damage, but you can roll your armor to try and mitigate that.
Okay, is that just 1 dice?
Yes. So roll 1 dice. You need a 6.
No, 5.
Okay, so you take 1 point of damage to your health.
Okay. Ouch.
Okay, so for the next round, everybody else is now aware of kind of what's happening. So Steve, I'm going to give you all initiative for now. Steve, you're on 10s.
10, yeah.
Dave,
Yeah.
you're on 3s.
3. Okay.
Josh, 6.
Okay.
And Fam, Ian, 7. So 3s. Dave, you go first. You get to act.
Okay, so I heard that gunshot, and straight away I'm gonna.
I think you might also have heard a shit.
A few more, it would have been a bit.
Where's that music coming from? Mashenko, did you? What is that? And immediately, just absent-mindedly, my hand goes into my pocket and I pull out my lucky coin. And I'm just playing with a lucky coin. Mashenko, what was that?
That was a gun. That was a gunshot. Oh, that was a gunshot.
You look a bit spooked. Are you okay?
you see he's moved across to the edge of the platform and he's gripping hold of the handrail, and he's
Right.
a white knuckle, trying to calm the shakes. You can see visibly overtaking his entire body. Son, we need to investigate
Yes,
what that
sir.
was. I suggest you go down the stairs and
Yes,
see
sir.
if there's anything in the corridor that you can see at all. I'll wait here for Yuri because he may not have heard anything.
Okay, that's probably our action. So
Yep.
on fours, the Chelovek acts, and Ivarenka, I guess you've grabbed hold of the things and it's slowed you down, but you've fallen onto the lower level.
Probably winded and picking myself up a bit.
Chelovek looks out and says, "Remember, that was for your safety," and disappears back in again.
Right, they're all fucking nuts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think actually we can probably fall out of initiative for there now. But yeah, those of you on the upper levels, you still don't know what's happened to Ivarenka, and you've heard a gunshot. Who wants to do what?
I'm gonna follow orders, so I'm going.
Yeah, and I think that hearing the gunshot, knowing that I gave Ivarenka the gun with our plan to try and break into that room, as soon as I hear that gunshot, what do the two Joes that are with me in the med bay do?
Okay, do you remember which ones were with you?
Joe and
I
Joe.
think
Larry,
I think it was-
Smirtney and Garoy, weren't it? I think.
no, I think these are the ones that helped you back, weren't they? So it was Ivan and Vladimir, I think.
That's it.
So they haven't really reacted to it. They've been helping you get back into the room. There hasn't been any overt or obvious reaction yet from those two.
I guess he's just like, he hears that and then he's like, thank you, leave. And try and command them to leave, I guess.
Okay, yeah, make a command roll then, please, Fab.
Not good. Right, stress dice. I get more stress dice than I do for my roll. Ooish. 1 6, but it's 2 1s, and one of those is the stress dice.
Okay, so roll your panic, please. So it's
So I
roll
had my
d6
stress
and add the number of. You add the number of stress
cool, yeah.
dice that you currently have to that number. Yeah.
6 total.
Okay, you're kind of holding it together. You give them the command, and you see them almost processing it, and it looks like they're listening to something almost, and then they say, "Your safety is our responsibility. We cannot leave you alone."
Yeah, thought they'd do that. Somebody
Yuri.
else.
So Yuri, I think you're still up on the helipad, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm with these people that have been cowering away from the Joes.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they also hear the gunshot as well.
Let's see, shall we? No, they don't. They don't appear to anyway. They haven't reacted.
Okay.
I mean, it
well,
wasn't loud. You heard it was quite because it's quite it's very windy.
Yeah.
It's
Very
almost
faint.
like an echo through the frame of the oil rig rather than actually a noise.
Okay. Well, obviously that's not normal behaviour to hear gunshots, or at least I'm going to probably go and investigate where that's coming from, even if it's probably really faint. I'm going to obviously just put my hands up and just say to the people, I will be back, and I will just head back to where I came in and down the stairs from the top deck.
Yeah. Okay. Sun Chun Hee.
I'm gonna follow Mashenko's orders, so I am gonna head downstairs, the nearest flight of stairs, to me. I'm trying to find where I am. I'm over by the satellite. There we go.
Yeah,
So
there is a
we
set
was
of
next to
stairs. That's a set of stairs right next to you there. Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna hit those stairs and go down to the lower deck and see what's going on.
Okay. Could you bring up the crew deck map, please, Steve? Okay, that's good. That's good. Leave it zoomed out, please.
All
right. Okay, what you can see. So I don't know if the viewers can see the bottom where our screens are. I hope we can zoom it out slightly further. That's cool. So at the bottom here, this is the door to the supervisor room. You've just come down the stairs here at the top.
Yep.
And you can see down the corridor coming out from here. No, I'm doing the wrong map. Here you go. Coming out from here. That's it. You can see one of the working Joes. He shuts the door. Yeah, and you can see him looking like he's trying to secure the door.
I'm going to start running towards the Joe, and I'm going to say, Joe, did you hear? We believe we heard a gunshot. Did you hear that as well? Has there been an alert? Is there trouble? Have the Americans gone on board? The scum.
Yeah, okay. As you run down, Chelobek walks towards you and says, one of your crew members has become a potential hazard. He has been dealt with. Are the other members of your crew a hazard?
How do you mean a hazard? And which crew member?
He is not with me now. I do not know his name.
Well, can you describe him? Briefly, I think we need to get organized. Where are the others? Where's Ivarenko? Where's Fan?
I do not know.
Are you Joe's tapped into a network?
I will say I have been, while I'm getting myself up, I'm going to be shouting out Fam, Sun, and Yuri as loud as I can.
Okay, yeah. So you're all hearing these shouts over what sounds like an increasingly heavy wind. You can feel the rig beginning to move a bit more than it had done before.
I'll lean on the wall and steady myself, and I can hear someone. That sounds like Ivarenko. Sounds like he's in trouble. He's caught, and I'll try to move past and get out to the next corridor.
Can I climb back up the cables?
No, so the cables run across.
Do they go across?
Down.
Yeah.
So you manage to grab it, and
you just grab it to sort of slow me down.
But the cable is still it's not within reach.
That's right. I just wanted to double check that.
Yeah.
I'll keep moving at a hurried pace to see if I can get past the Joe. Excuse me, we need to go. Follow me. It sounds like Ivarenko.
Okay, yeah, it lets you go past, and it turns and it follows you very closely. Up on the upper deck, Mishenko, you can see one of the other Joes. You're not sure which one. Come up from one of the sets of stairs on the far side and walk in your direction.
On the far right.
Okay, hang on, there we go. I've got him on the far left.
Okay.
So if we can bring up if you want to, you've moved him. There was a Joe there. I was moving and he disappeared. There he is.
Yeah, there's a Joe in the room.
Yeah, in the middle.
So yeah, you don't know where that Joe is in there. So you see a Joe coming from around here, and he's walking around and in your direction fairly purposefully.
Can I see Yuri yet?
So Yuri, I think, went down the stairs. Okay, if you zoom out again, Yuri was in Yuri was in the pad here.
Yeah.
And he said he went down the nearest stairs, which are these ones here.
Yeah, I don't know if they are stairs leading up though, or down.
Ah, that's a good point. They might be leading up.
Yeah, those stairs I think go up onto the transport. pad, so they lead down.
Yeah,
to
that's
the,
a
to the top
very
deck.
good point. So the nearest stairs to go down are the ones, again, if you can move the picture slightly, are these ones here. No, here we go. These ones here.
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
So Yuri might see the Joe walk past, but I won't see Yuri. Okay, so as the Joe is walking towards me, I'll just begin to shout, Yuri, if you can hear me, I'm back over here by the stairs. Sun has gone to investigate the gunshot. I will wait for you here.
Can I hear this?
Yes, absolutely. You can hear that for sure.
Okay, so aborting my attempts to go down those steps as I'm about to go down these steps, because it's taken me a while to go loop round. I loop back round and head towards Slaven Mushenko,
Yeah.
and I'm encountering a Joe. It seems.
Yeah, and that Joe is walking towards Mushenko.
Okay. If I can, head also up to the Joe and Mushenko and ask what's Well, I think I heard that Mushenko, you heard a gunshot.
Yes, Yuri. There was a gunshot from downstairs. Sun has gone to investigate. But yeah, he hasn't returned yet. So I'm just waiting here for you to come back. So we knew what was going on.
Should we head down together? Are we allowed to head down together? Will the Joe stop us?
So before you get that far, the Joe is, you can tell it's Schmertny. He's got his little tag on him, and he's walking towards you. And again, he seems to have his head slightly cocked to one side, almost as if he's listening to something. And then his head rightens and says, "It has been decided that you are a danger to the mission. You must be removed." And he comes towards you.
Towards me.
Yeah.
As he does that, I'll just unhand me, you fiend.
You're on 9s, Steve.
Okay.
Yuri, you're on 8s.
Mm-hmm.
Smertny is on 6s and 1s. So you go.
And they're quick.
Yeah, this is not standard working Joe. Standard working Joes do not behave like this, and they are not fast. So,
Can I ask? Sorry, when obviously we hear Ivarenka starting to shout, I've heard the gunshot, and now I'm hearing the shouting. Have the two Joes in my room reacted?
They are kind of guarding you.
Okay.
They're
I'm
not
probably
doing
going to roll
anything
this
else.
because I think as the thing starts to lean, I'm going to go because I know I need to get out, and I'm just going to try and subdue one and use my special thing to subdue, and then try and attack and stuff. So I guess we'll be rolling initiative there.
Okay, yeah, we could do that. So yeah, your initiative is 4, and the ones in your room are 7. You can see they're not quite so fast as the other ones. Okay, Smirtny is coming for you, Mushengo. He's trying to grab you. Did you wish to try and resist that with a close combat roll? It does use up your fast action.
Yes. I'm just trying to see. I have a talent called Personal Safety.
Yep.
Is that a slow action?
Personal safety is something you can do if you come under attack. It doesn't cost an action.
Can I use that, please?
Well, you want to see if you're going to be hit first.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
So if you're attacked or end up in danger, if another friendly PC or NPC is within short range, and I think Yuri is probably close enough, you can make a straight manipulation roll. If you succeed, you see the danger coming and find a clever way to make the other character suffer the threat instead. So actually, I think...
Dude.
I think I am going to make you do that now, straight away.
Perfect.
You gain a point of stress. So you basically kind of dance around to try and get away from this robot, and you dance into the way of Turgenev, and maybe you try and nudge him into the path of the robot. So it's a straight manipulation roll. I'm afraid, Yuri, you don't get to resist this.
Okay, so
Oh,
I get
poor
1, 2,
Yuri.
3, 4, 5, 6, and the stress dice. Right, I got 3 successes.
And no panic.
I as this thing comes towards me, I say, step away from me, you fiend, and I dodge out the way, duck under his arms, and do a make it do a 180. So I'm stood right in front of Yuri as he's walking towards me, and as he lunges forward, so I'll just step out the way deftly so that he lands on Yuri instead of me.
So Yuri, I think you see this happening. So if you wanted to use a fast action to try and dodge the attack, you can. But I think
Obviously,
it's
I'm
clear
seeing all
to
this
you.
unfold.
It's clear to you what Mashenko has done. This is not an accident. This is deliberate.
Is it possible to withdraw my knife as I'm getting into a grapple scenario?
So this is a reaction. So you don't know. You can resist the attack with a close combat opposed roll, but you need to wait for your own action to.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And let's roll.
But this obviously uses your fast actions, and you only get 1 slow and 1 fast action per round.
Okay, so close combat is right. Oh, lost a dice. Okay, so we've got 1 success, and that's it.
Did you wish to push that or not?
Let's do it. Why not?
Assuming you haven't got a 1 on a stress die, of course.
No, I don't. No.
So you automatically gain another stress dice, and you roll that with for your re-roll.
Okay, so no 6s at all.
Okay, so you keep the original 6, obviously. Okay. So you got 1 success. Okay, he's got more than that. So he has lurched at Mashenko. Mashenko has dodged under his arms at the last moment. He's grabbed you and has kind of lifted you off the ground. That was 1s. 4s. I think that's Fam, isn't it? On 4?
Yeah. So hearing the gunshot, knowing that I'm pretty much the only person that had a gun, so it can only be Ivarenko that I gave it to. He then realizes, okay, we're doing this, because he didn't trust the Joes when they went to go try and investigate anyway. I can't find the talent subdue on the list that Steve sent out earlier.
So, yeah, I'll read it to you. When you attack a humanoid, you can declare you're attempting to subdue them. You gain +2 dice to the attack, but if you hit, you do no damage, but have immediately grappled your opponent.
Oh, okay, no, don't worry about it. I'd kind of like to essentially try and suplex them to, from behind, grab one of them and, just straight up barrel over backwards, trying to, smash its head into the ground if possible.
You can certainly give that a try.
Okay, close combat?
It'll be close combat. Now, are you at a negative for your broken leg?
You tell me.
No, I don't think you are by the rules written. So,
yeah, I know we splintered it up and stuff, but yeah. I'm just trying to off my other leg, just swing back and get him. So let's go with 4.
So I mean, yeah, he's not expecting this, so the robot isn't going to resist. I'm going to give you 2 bonus dice.
Thank God for that.
Because I think you're trying to do something a bit different.
Okay, so we only have 2 6s, but we have a 1 on the stress dice.
Right, okay. So roll your panic. So roll d6 and add the number of stress that you have.
You break your other leg.
6, so you're keeping it together. So you're on the edge of panic, but you're just about okay. You do manage to kind of flip it over the bed. It falls over, it lands on the ground. You do 1 point of damage for your first success, and you can do another point of damage for the second success, or you can do a stunt. You might be better off just doing damage, unless you can think of an interesting stunt that you want to do.
No, at this point, he's just going to try and pummel them as best he can and rip heads off.
Okay, so you've made a nasty dent in his head, but he's not stopped.
Yep.
Sixes. I think that's Smirtney again, isn't it now? So Yuri, Smirtney has got hold of you,
We're in embraced.
and he lifts you up. And if we bring up the map for a moment, please, Steve.
You're going swimming, pal.
Oh, you're on the ocean side.
I was staring at it like, oh god.
We're going to do Titanic.
So his action, he has moved to there with the clear intention of chucking you off the edge. But that's his action to get you to that point. Sevens are the Joes down with Fam. They're a bit confused. They don't really know what's going on. So their action is being confused. Eights. Josh, I think it's your action now.
Yeah. Can I attempt to wriggle out and unrestrain myself?
You can. It's an opposed close combat roll to try and break the grapple.
Okay, cool. Right.
But at the moment, your feet are dangling from off the floor, and
Okay, so we've got no successes, but I'm going to push it.
okay, gain another point of stress straight away and add that
Yeah.
to your roll.
Okay, so we've got a 1-6 on the stress die, and that's it.
Okay, you think you're beginning to squeeze out of slip out of the grip, but as you're doing that, the grip kind of redoubles and he grabs you even tighter. So you've failed to wiggle out. 9, Steve, it's your action.
Oh shit.
You're gonna die, Josh. Again. Gave up you last time. Steve's doing it to you this time.
Come on, Mashenko, get your ass over there.
Okay. I will pull the heavy wrench from inside the tunic. The heavy wrench that I took from the toolkit on the boat when we arrived. I will grip it tightly in both hands like this, and I will move forwards with the intent of smacking the Joe in the back of the head and pushing him over the handrail, relying on the fact that he's holding Yuri and act as some sort of counterweight to bowl them over.
Get them both over.
Are you trying to push them both over, are you?
I'm trying to push Joe over. If Yuri manages to save himself, then that's all well and good. But my main focus is to get rid of the Joe. So I'm holding that heavy wrench in two hands. I'm just going to run forward and batter him into the back of the neck with it.
So you're basically trying to kind of like do a rugby maul on him and push him over the edge.
Yes, exactly that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
If I had more faith in my close combat skill, I probably would have done something more finesse, like run up and grab his feet and pull, lift him.
I think that's
him
still
over.
going to be a close combat roll.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go for the charge and the hit.
He can't resist, obviously, but he's quite heavy and sturdy, so I'm not going to give you a bonus or a negative.
Yeah. Good news, no one's on those stress dice. Even better news, 1 success.
Right, okay. Did you want to push that, or are you sticking with that?
I'm going to push it. Because you've asked me, so that's what's important.
Oh, I always ask. It's only polite. So take an extra stress die, of course, and roll that with it too.
Right, so I keep the 6 I've already rolled, don't I?
Yeah, keep the 6 you've already got. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yes, come on. I've got another 2 6s, and even more important, no ones.
Right,
so
okay.
3 6s in total.
3 successes. Okay, you do like a Martin Johnson special for those people who remember rugby of the 80s and 90s and Martin Johnson. And you basically get your shoulder in the right place and you are pushing them both over the edge. This rail it's 4 foot high, but Yuri's been held up. The back of his knees kind of hit the rail. The weight of the robot is going over. Yuri, I think I'm going to give you a move roll, a mobility roll, but it's going to be at -2 to grab the side as the robot drops you. No, you can't help, Steve.
I was gonna say,
You've
Doc,
done
if
your
I use
bit.
one of those sixes as a to aid him,
Extra push.
or if it's basically if I use
No,
one of
I
those
think
sixes, he's
not.
not
I
going
think
over.
you need those 3 successes to succeed in this action, which is quite
That's
audacious.
Mushenko's focus. He's succeeding in pushing
Yeah.
him over. Yeah, Yuri's capable of looking after
Okay,
himself.
so no 6s and no 1s, so I'm going to push it with
Take
an
another
extra
point of stress. Yep.
How many stresses are now?
It landed on a 4 on the floor, and I rolled 1 stress die.
No
One on a stress
sixes.
die. No 6s, and I rolled. Oh, actually, no, 1 6 and 1 on a stress. Sorry.
Right. Okay. So how many stress do you have now, Yuri?
So
How many
I
stress
have
dice do you have?
I have 2 stress die because I pushed the roll.
You've definitely
Okay.
got at least
I've
three.
only- I've only-
'cause you've
well,
pushed
I
three.
think you've got more than. It feels like
So
to me you've
I
got
had
more
1.
than that.
And I pushed it, so that's obviously an extra die. I think that's what I had before.
No, because you pushed the roll earlier, so you've definitely got at least 3.
I thought
So
that
you-
pushing
They
only
stack.
gives you an extra stress.
No,
Yeah, it
they
does.
stack.
Pushing
They
gives you an
stack.
extra stress die, and you keep it.
Oh, so 3 total then. Okay.
Right. Okay. So roll a d6 and
Yep.
add 3 for your panic.
Okay.
Yeah. So remember, every time you push, Josh, you gain
Yep.
an extra dice of stress, and you keep it until you find a way to relieve that stress. So
Okay.
your stress will always go up as you keep pushing the dice roll.
All right. So I rolled a 6 on the stress die. So 9.
Okay, that's a 9. You don't panic. You don't. Well, you do panic, but you don't freeze. If you froze, you then fail the action. So you gained a success. You've basically grabbed hold of the last bit of rail as you're going over the edge. This is an 80-meter drop. As the robot falls away down towards the water. In doing so, whatever you're holding, you're going to drop an item or lose an item. So what are you carrying?
I'm only carrying a knife as a weapon, but I also have a locket with hair as a signature item.
No, so I think you've lost the knife.
Okay.
In all of this action, the knife has gone, the knife has fallen into the water. But you are hanging on as this thing is rocking and moving and getting worse. The weather is getting worse, the swell is getting worse. But you haven't yet fallen, and
Okay.
Smirtny has. Mashenko, you can see at the bottom, if you remember all the sargasso, all the seaweed that accumulated around the bottom, created like a platform. It lands on that with a bit of a splat, and is just lying there in that, kind of struggling. But
Hopefully, it's going to be fish food next round.
but yeah, so Yuri, you're struggling. Okay, Sun and Galina, just briefly, what are you guys up to?
I'm trying to get past that Joe on the ground floor.
Okay, let's go to the middle map again, please, Steve.
Yep, just sticking it up now. There you go.
Cool. So Dave, where were you heading? You have got past the Joe.
Right, if I've got past the Joe, then I was heading towards either the door that he was closing, or I'll turn left down this corridor.
Okay, so this area here, as you know, is this area here is like an open balcony, like metal platform that looks down over this area here, the drilling floor, which is on the deck below you. Does that make sense?
Can I determine where I was hearing the voice from? Am I thinking that's the best job, or should I go for the door? I don't think it's the Joe, so I'm not kind of making accusations and think the Joe's done something dodgy. So I think if the Joe came out of there, and I've gone to the Joe, I need some help. What's going on? He's not that observant, so I'm gonna race down here through this door.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The Joe basically follows you right behind you.
Yeah.
If you're going down there, he's happy to follow you, but he's right behind you. He's kind of like 2 foot behind you. Very, very attentive.
Okay. Bit awkward personal space, but anyway, I'll run out onto this balcony. If I don't see anything straight away, I'll go right up to the edge and look out, look down, look over to see what I can see.
Okay, Ivarenka, you've got a few seconds where you can do stuff. You landed. Again, if we can move the map across slightly.
Oh, yep. There we go.
Yeah. So you landed down here somewhere in a bit of a mess.
Oof.
Okay, so
But-
I've dropped down effectively. Yeah, I'm right at the bottom, aren't I? So there's the.
Yeah, so you've landed on the drilling floor. So you've landed down here somewhere. I mean, there is a great big gap which goes straight down to the water where the drill bit would go through, and you've missed that.
Thank God for that.
Around the edge here, this edging here is like a metal fence. It's like a protective fence to stop people getting onto the drilling floor when they're drilling. And there's obviously a door that you gain in access to the drilling floor.
If there's no way up easily, I'll head straight for the door to the drilling floor. Shouting for everyone.
Yeah, it's the door itself is kind of hanging off. This whole place, as you said before, is a bit of a mess. Can you make a actually, yeah, both Dave and Richard, can you make observation rolls, please?
Observation.
Oh, this is my good one.
3, 4, 5. There we go. Oh shit. Okay.
2 successes, but 2 ones, not on a stress dice.
No, don't worry about the ones unless they're on a stress die. Yep, don't need to worry about that.
Okay, so I got a 1, 6, so that's 1 success, but I got a 1 on the stress dice.
Okay, roll your panic then, please, Dave.
Oh shit. What's the panic? Remind me.
So roll a d6 and add the number of stress dice that you have to that total.
Okay. That's 5 in total.
Okay, so you're holding it together, but
Yeah.
you're kind of not sure why you're holding it together. And Ivor Anchor, you see this as well. Looking out to the east, to the right of the map, in the darkening sky, where there's like angry clouds, where you can already tell the swell is building, you can see what looks like an enormous swell coming your way, a massive wave front that is heading directly for the oil rig.
Oof.
These things are dangerous when the oil rigs are in perfect working condition.
I start bolting it for the door, and I start shouting for everyone to brace themselves. The waves coming.
Okay, I think you're probably too low for those on the upper deck to hear. So I think Mashenko and Turgenev.
I don't know. Yeah, I say I'm just screaming what I can. Hopefully, someone might hear me.
Yeah, I think Sun and Fam can probably hear that because they're close enough. Steve and Josh, make observation rolls for me, please.
Okay.
Well, actually, no, Josh, probably not. You're too busy holding on and saving your life, actually.
I just hear the
holding
wind.
on, but there's a big wave coming.
Yeah, I think right now
As the
you're
bar
too
starts to
preoccupied.
bend.
I think the bar probably is bending a little bit, actually. This place is a right wreck. It's a rust bucket.
I got 1 success.
Okay, so
1 success and 1 on the stress dice.
right, so roll for your panic.
That is a 10.
Okay, you freeze. Frozen by fear or stress for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level goes up by 1. The stress level of friendly PCs in short range of you goes up by 1. But I don't think Yuri can actually see you at the moment, so I'm not gonna. He doesn't know what you've seen. So you've seen this wave coming, and you've just gone, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Fam, you are in the medical
Yeah.
bay. It's your action. You've dented one of the robots and he's lying on the ground, kind of wondering what the fuck just happened. The other one is looking confused, but not taking any action against you at the moment. It's your action.
That's fine. I'm going to carry on my rage, and I'm going to basically pull. I've got a baton, so I'm going to pull that out, but I don't have the stats for that either. I've just been trying to
I can give you
them
that.
up creatively.
Yep.
Awesome. And I'm going to try and stove this one's head in.
The one you've already knocked
Yeah.
over.
Yep.
Right. So the stats are: you get no bonus. It's damage of 2. and it's engaged range.
Perfect.
So basically, the thing to note is damage of 2.
Perfect. Cool. I'm assuming it's a
it's-
close roll.
It's down, so I'm going to give you +2 to try and bash it.
Ooh. 4 stress dice, then +2 over here. So, okay, 1 success on the regulars and the stress dice we have. Yes, 2 6s. That's 3 6s total, no 1s.
Right, so that would give you 2 damage for the first hit, and then 1 extra damage for each of the subsequent ones. So that'd be 4 total damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 for the first one, +1, +1, 4. Is that what you want to do? 4 damage?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. You've given him a right hard whack, and you need to roll a d6 because you've given him a critical injury.
3.
3. Okay, you kind of went for his head but missed and hit his shoulder. But in doing so, the whole shoulder crunches and the arm kind of like slops down and hangs uselessly. It's still active, but you've basically destroyed one of his arms.
Cool.
Right, where do we turn next? Let's go back to Yuri.
Yes.
You're hanging on by basically your fingernails from an 80-foot drop into a scorpionid-infested bed of seaweed, which you might not survive the fall anyway. But what are you doing?
Can I try and climb up?
Yes, you can. That is going to be a mobility roll.
Okay.
Um,
Mobility through 5. And I've got 4 stress die. Here we go. So, 2 6s, and that's it.
Okay, so yeah, you as you're clambering up, this railing that you're holding onto is giving way each time you do it. And you grab a bit further off, and it gives away a bit. Grab a bit further, and it gives away a bit. But with 2 successes, you manage to grab something that is strong enough, and you haul yourself over the railing and back onto the deck. When you do that, you can see Mushenko just kind of standing, looking to the east, going.
And I will like turn my head around and like.
Okay. There is a wave that's going to hit the rig in the next 20 seconds, and it's enormous. I think. Who can see it? So, Son, you can see it, can't you?
I couldn't hear Ivarenko shouting, but yeah, if I'm kind of looking out, if I see that in peripheral vision coming towards us, then I'm going to turn around, go straight back through the door, say, Joe, come on.
Yeah, you can do that.
Brace.
Okay, so as you do that, you manage to get through. What are you bracing yourself on?
If I'm back in that corridor, let's see if we can get into a room. Joe, where do we batten down? What's bolted to the floor, to the walls? What can we hold on to?
It doesn't really have an answer. I mean, just grab anything. Grab the walls. Grab the doors.
Is there a door handle with like a U-shaped door?
I think you can. Yeah, I think you can find something like that.
So I told Joe to come here. I'll hold on to Joe. Joe, put your arms around me. You hold on to the door. Brace. And I'll hold on to him for as long as I can.
Make an observation roll, Dave.
Okay. I got 1 6 as a pass.
Okay. You could feel, all of you could feel, basically the whole rig is now moving massively as this wave is about to hit, literally in a couple of seconds. With that, Chelovek says, of course, but you get the sense that he's lying. And the wave hits. Okay, so those of you who are not on a deck, That's Ivarenka, Fam, and Chunhee. Can you all please make a mobility roll? So as this wave hits, the water kind of blasts through all the little gaps in the railings and all the meshes of concrete, of metal. And there's water coming all the way through. So
I got
any of you
1-6.
three... Okay, anyone
1-6.
not get a success?
3 successes and a 1.
Okay, so we're coming to you in a moment, Yuri, because you're different because you're on the deck, not inside. Ivarenka, did you get a success?
2 seconds. Mobility, is it?
For a mobility roll, yeah.
So I thought it was the others who weren't had to make one.
Now, this is basically all of you who are inside. It's easier not to get killed than those of you who are outside.
2 successes. One of them is the panic dice.
No, it doesn't matter. Only if you get a 1 on that. So, but you three, you get bashed by the water. You get knocked off your feet. You get swept around a bit. You don't take any damage. You don't get hurt. You don't hit anything hard. On the upper deck, Mashenko and Turgenev, I think you've already made a roll, though, haven't you, Josh?
Yeah.
You need to make a mobility roll. So make a mobility roll, please, Steve. I think your freeze comes out just as the water's hitting. So you do get a chance to make a mobility roll. But this water is trying to sweep you across the deck and off the other side.
Okay, I got 5 successes.
You're like swimming through it. It's just like, you know.
All that surfing when you were younger, like dive as the wave is about to hit. It's paid off.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Yeah.
that backstory.
You dodge it very well. You dodge it without a problem.
I've currently got 5 stress dice, and I managed to roll 2 6s and no 1s, and then 3 6s on the standard dice.
As the water passes, the whole thing begins to right itself, but you can hear these groans and this noise that the metal shouldn't be making, and the whole thing kind of shifts a bit, and it feels very unsafe. The sooner you can get off this place, the better. But the water passes, and you survive. So, Fam, in doing all of that, the 2 Joes have basically been washed across the room, across the med bay, and are on the other side of the med bay, getting to their feet. But they're not right next to you right now.
Cool. If I am close to a door, I am going to try and get out.
Yeah, okay. Because of your leg, I'm going to get you to make a mobility roll to try and do that.
Yeah.
Within the round.
Boom. And stress dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Okay. So we have a 1 on the stress dice, but we also have 4 successes.
Okay, well, that's a lot of success. Unless, of course, you panic badly. So roll your d6 and add the number of stress dice that you've got.
8.
8. Okay, you tremble. All skill rolls for agility are at -2, but you succeed. You get through the door and you slam it shut behind you.
Yeah. I'm going to try and get my way back to where I left Galino, where he was looking for Key Kwan.
I'll say I'm on my way back to you.
Yeah, I don't know that. As far as I'm aware, you had a gunshot in that room. So I'm going to the supervisor's room. I guess I'm like crawling or like doing whatever I'm doing.
So yeah, you I think probably meet up somewhere on the middle level, the crew deck, where I think Sun Chun-hee is probably there as well. You're not sure where Chelovek has gone in all of that.
So do I meet them back up, or is that?
Yes.
Oh. Sort of
But you're now hearing this whole place is groaning and grinding and sounding very unsafe.
Is the Joe still with Sun?
No, you don't know where Chelovek's gone.
Okay.
After the water came through and everything got confused, Chelovek, you can't see him.
Son, help me up with fam now. Do not trust any of the Joes.
Why not? I had one here and it was helping me.
I had one throw me out of window. Get him up now. Sort of help fam up onto us.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like
Where's
hobbling
Yuri?
along, and then
Arm around.
I'll look at you both, and I'm like, Key, where's Key?
What did you say?
I basically look at you, bro, and I'm ignoring everything you say, and I'm like, Key Kwan, and then I keep repeating that, and I'm like trying to get to the door that you went through earlier.
Fam, I found her room. Let us head back. Son, report. Where's Yuri?
The last I saw of Yuri, he was upstairs.
Yeah, so skipping back up to Yuri and Slevin, what are you two doing? You've both survived the water. You survived it very well, actually. It could have been much, much worse because quite a lot of stuff that was on the deck you've seen has been washed off the far side and has obviously been washed into the sea.
I'm gonna pick myself up, straighten my clothes, obviously. Look over to Yuri.
They're quite wet now.
Yeah, I'll do the best job I can. Yuri, I think we need to get back downstairs and find Sun. Make sure he's okay. And possibly find out what that gunshot was.
Yeah, agreed. Dave, when I was in that area when I was speaking with the people, in the map it shows that there is a ship on top of that transport landing pad. Is that still there, would you think?
That
No,
was
it's
my
not.
artistic license.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's head downstairs, Mashenko.
You're not going to throw him overboard for throwing you over?
No, I think it was an emotional situation. You know.
No, that ship isn't there. No, Steve has just been far too. It's gone beyond the brief quite extensively on the map, frankly.
Okay. Well, I ignore this, like these
Ignore
are not the ships
I
you're
can
looking
escape
for.
on this thing. Yeah, no, you can't. It doesn't exist.
Washed away.
Let's go, Mashenko. Let's find Sun.
Yes, he went down these stairs here. I think we should simply follow his footsteps.
Okay, you
so
go.
we'll head those stairs by Storage C.
So I think you can all rendezvous together again on the crew deck. You don't know where Chelevek has gone. You don't know where Geroy is. The two Joes in the medical center are looking very confused.
Did you say Yuri and Mashenko come back?
Yeah. And this place feels like it might fall over at any minute.
Yuri, Mashenko, report.
I'm sorry, Iverinka, was that you taking charge? That's good to see for a change. We have taken care of Smirtny. He attacked poor Yuri here, and I bravely risked my own life to push Smirtny over the side. He landed
sure
on
that was the case.
Yes,
Yuri,
that was the case.
what did you find?
I found a communications tower, and I also found some survivors in the ship transport area, and the communications tower is functional provided that we can repair it, but I don't know if it's still there after the wave hit.
Yes, the thing is still there. The comms tower is still standing. Yeah.
Okay.
What
So
is
the
needed for repairs?
we need basic materials that we could probably find around the ship. The rig, but I don't know if these have been already stripped. I've found no parts so far.
So basically, everywhere else on the base that you've searched has basically been cleared of all stores, all supplies, and everything. The door here to storage B. This has been secured shut. It looks like it's been it's been locked and with extra protection on the door.
I think Sun and Mashenko should try and get through the door on storage there. Yuri, come with me into the supervisor rooms. There's some equipment there you can look at to see if you can salvage anything from it.
Okay.
Fam, I'll help you to the room.
Yeah, and I'm gonna basically. I'm already trying to open that door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to effectively use my full rank to get everyone moving, if need be.
Okay. I'm not sure anyone is not doing what you're saying at the moment, are they?
Or influence, I should say.
I'm going over to storage room, storage B, and the door, and just looking at it, going, "What does he expect me to do here? It's locked."
Shout down the corridor, open the fucking door!
I just grab up whatever is there. If there's beams or just extra locks, I'm just pulling on these things, going, "They're not moving."
The door looks similarly locked to how the supervisor room door had been.
Yeah, I got that one open.
It's going to take a Comtech roll to open that. But first, so who is looking at the equipment in the supervisor room? Was that Yuri?
Yeah, me and
Yuri.
Avarenka are going together, I believe.
Yeah, I've taken Fam and shown him the room he's looking, and I'll put him down in there. I'll help him into there. Then I'll go with Yuri and start going over the equipment.
Right. So Yuri, you're the one checking over the radar and radio equipment.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a contact roll from you, please.
Comtech. Let's go. Where are we? Okay, so 6. I'll add that. So we have 1 6 and 1 stress die. 1 on a stress die.
Okay, so roll panic on the stress die.
Okay. 4 plus 4, 8.
Okay, so yeah, you start to tremble. As you are looking at this, you can see that this setup has been it's using the station's equipment, which is accessed from the comsen room, which is on the other side of the rig, which is what the cables are doing. They're linking this to that. And this is a radio and radar system, which is set to look for any incoming vessels, any incoming communications. You think, with a little bit of work, you could probably rig it to send out a distress signal if you wanted to.
Okay. In my trembling state, if there's a nearby window, I would like to open the window and lean out to kind of get some relief.
The window
air.
is completely smashed and shattered. This is the window
Okay.
that Ivarenko was thrown through, and it was broken.
Okay.
It was broken before that.
Oh, I thought that. Yeah, I thought I was in one of the rooms inside of the supervisor rooms, not the supervisor rooms itself.
No, so you're in that big long room, which is where the
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, I will obviously try and get some air from a nearby window.
Yeah, but you think with a little bit of work, you could probably turn that to transmit rather than just receive.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, those of you at the door to the storage room, who is trying to break through that?
That is me.
Okay, that's going to be a contact roll again, unless
contact?
you've got a cutting torch, in which case it will be heavy machinery to cut the door off.
No, I don't. So it is contact. Here we go. That is 1 success.
Okay, it's not pretty. It's not elegant or graceful, but you do manage to hack through the relatively simple control system, and it clicks open, and you can open the door.
Okay, open the door. Mashenko, I've done it.
Well done, son. Well done, son. Very, very good. I did wonder
I've got a
about
flashlight, so
Ivarenko's
pull out
order.
a flashlight.
I have a flashlight as well. Yeah, why don't you get the door? I'll hold the flashlight.
Okay, in contrast to every other storeroom in this place that you've seen, which has been basically stripped of everything, you now know where all that stuff is, because this room is packed to the rafters with gear and equipment and stuff. It's so packed. Just moving through it is like moving through a hoarder's nightmare of stuff. There are racks which are completely overloaded. The space between the racks has got boxes and things in it. You could step over them, but it's difficult. But basically, it looks like everything else on this base was taken and pushed into this one storeroom for some reason. You don't know why.
I'll step past Sun at that point, and as I do, I'll say quietly to him, we should really take a look around while we're in here and see if there is any some armor or something in case those Joes attack again. We need to make sure we have the right protection. Let's take a quick look here ourselves before we let the others know.
Yes, of course, Mashenko. But armor, shouldn't we be looking for weapons or something to help us escape?
Well, defense is the best form of attack, son.
That's okay.
So there's a bit to me that's wishing I hadn't called Sun Chunhei son, because it just sounds really patronizing.
It really does. Oh, son.
It's so popular. Like he's right, son. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll start going down the racks and look at everything, but I'm gonna look for weapons, armor, and like radio comm equipment, that kind of stuff. I'll make a mental note of where it is.
There's all sorts of stuff in here. I say it's quite difficult to move around. Can you make a mobility roll just to clamber over some of the stuff? And the same for Mashenko if you're going in there.
I am definitely going in there, and there's a hint of getting some stuff out of it.
Okay, Fam, what are you doing?
So as soon as Ivarenka has pointed out that this room is the one that has Ki Kwan written on the door, there is back to that panic searching where he's just like ripping through the room trying to find any essence of her, anything that could like give me a hint as to where she is.
Yeah, okay. So that room there's not a lot of stuff, personal stuff in it. There is a little desk with some drawers. There is this wooden crate in the far corner with the top off. And you kind of burst in there searching through. You go through the drawers. It takes you, I guess a couple of minutes. You're not really finding very much. But make an observation roll anyway. Ivarenka and Turgenev, did you want to set off a distress signal, or what are you doing?
If Yuri said that we can do that, I'll say, yeah, get a distress signal sent off.
Yeah. And I say as... Oh, sorry.
No, that's cool. I'll come back to Fam in a sec, but that's good.
Yeah.
As I'm kind of looking through the stuff, I say to Ivarenka, did you see anything on the Tunguska about why it crashed?
Yuri, I know why it crashed.
Tell me.
The secret is safe with me.
What secret?
You and I both know what has going on, Yuri. Get the distress signal sent out, and you back me if Mashenko makes a move.
Okay. If there's a piece of glass that is near me, I'm going to see if I can pick it up.
I think you can find a shard of glass. Yeah, there's quite a lot lying around. Yep.
Yeah.
Probably something Ivarenka's back.
Yeah, it will be there. It's sure.
There's a few there.
I'm joking. Yeah. So I'll have a bit of shard of glass, and obviously as I pick it up, I get a bit of blood around my hands as I pick it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I notice him doing that?
I'm not doing this obviously, so I could probably do that as a.
I think it's going to be an opposed roll, so I think it's going to be your observation, Ivarenka, against your mobility, probably Turgenev.
Okay, right.
But
six dice.
Okay, guys, don't say what your result is from the first roll. Decide before you say what you've got if you get a push or not, and tell me.
I'm going to push.
This.
I'm going to stick.
Okay, so gain an extra die.
21!
Yeah. That's better.
Okay, so how many successes do we have, and do we have any panics?
No panics for me.
Thankfully, no panics and 4 successes.
2 successes.
Ouch. Okay, so either yes, you have noticed him doing that. I'm not sure how obvious it is. Turgenev, you possibly think that he might have seen you doing it, but it's not like it's really obvious.
Okay.
Mashinko and Sun, you are in the storage room. Can I have? It's obviously dark in there. Observation rolls from the pair of you, please.
We've both got flashlights, and the mobility checks we made last time, I got 3 successes on.
I got 0 successes.
Okay, so Sun, you've tripped over something and knocked a load of stuff. It's made a right racket. But the place is quite a mess anyway. Obviously, the movement of the oil rig is making stuff move about anyway. But you've made a bit of a noise.
No successes on observation.
1 success for me.
Okay. So I'll come right back to that in a second. Turgenev and Ivarenko. Turgenev, I've asked about several times. Are you or are you not setting off the distress signal? If you're not, that's fine. If you are, make a Comtech roll.
I will do that. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realise.
Okay.
Yeah, I will do the Comtech roll, as obviously picking up the glass that I did earlier. That.
Yep. You've got your sliver of glass. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So Comtech is. Ooh. Okay.
So I think this is probably quite easy. So I'm going to give you +2.
Okay. Okay. So 3 sixes, and that's and no stress.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So you think you've got. It's not as powerful a signal as it would have been if you'd repaired the comms tower, but you are sure you are now sending out a distress signal on basically all frequencies.
Well done.
While Yuri is distracted with sending out the distress signal, I want to go and grab Fam in the room quickly.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so Fam, you're searching through. You do find some minor items from Key, like a what's the word? A diary, personal diary, a couple of other bits. As you're searching, though, you rip the top off and look inside this this wooden crate. Inside is this kind of strange object you've never seen before, and it seems to be moving slightly. It's kind of egg-shaped, and as you're kind of looking at it, the top opens up, and there's something kind of squirming inside. You don't really know what's going on.
Curiously, Fam will just like lean over it.
No, Fam, don't do it.
Yeah,
We've seen the movie.
No, that's
I
cool.
have.
That's
He
good roleplay. Moving to Mashinko and Sun. Sun, you didn't make a observation roll, did you?
I did, but it failed.
You failed, but Slavin, you did succeed. Is that right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay. As you're moving down towards the far corner, you hear this terrible noise that Sun has made by knocking over all this stuff, and as you get closer, you can hear this kind of noise from the dark, and you can see something.
Oh, shit.
It's not big. It's about the size of a young teenager. Yeah, maybe 4 foot tall. You can't see it clearly at the moment, but it seems to be kind of unwrapping itself and standing up.
And we thought the Joes were the problem. They were doing it for our safety.
So Sun hasn't seen this at all, has he?
Sun hasn't seen or heard this. No.
You lock him in there, you bastard.
I will stop moving forwards, and I will attempt to move backwards quietly.
So Sun doesn't notice, is that?
Correct.
Okay, make a mobility roll. So, Sun, I don't think you're suspecting anything, so I'm not going to make this an
No.
opposed roll.
No.
So I think this is a straight mobility roll for you, Mushenko.
I have 1 success.
Okay, that is a success. You do succeed. You are moving. I think maybe you've gone round. There's a big rack down the middle. You've gone around the other side of that, and you're picking your way slowly back from there.
So I want to move back towards the door, just slowly, just quietly, torch not wavering, so that Sun doesn't suspect anything.
Yeah. Pardon me. Okay, so Ivarenka, you've gone into the room with Fam, and Fam is looking into this box with a very curious look on his face.
I peer over his shoulder, sort of, oh, what's it?
Okay, right.
With the intention to whisper something in his ear, basically.
Okay, what are you whispering?
I'll sort of say to. It depends how distracted I get by what's in the box.
Well, this is weird. This thing in the box is weird. You've never seen anything like it before. It's like a big kind of like leathery, eggy thing with an open top.
I turn to Fam. I need to talk to you. Come here.
Yeah, and in that moment, as I'm peering into it, I'm like, what is this? And yeah, just my face is like getting closer to it to inspect it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ivarenka. 4, 5, 6. Fam.
Oh.
It's a 1. So inside this, suddenly there's legs, arms, tentacles, tendrils flipping out towards you. It kind of like hits Fam on the side and goes past in the direction of Ivarenka. Ivarenka, did you want to roll?
Fuck yeah, dude! What am I rolling?
So roll a d6 to see what kind of attack the facehugger makes against you.
3.
3. Okay, it's a tail lash. The monster comes for its target, lashing out with its wicked tail. Attacks with 5 base dice, damage 1. You gain a point of stress, both of you.
Yep, I'll take that.
And it hits you for 1 point of damage, Ivarenka.
All right.
So this thing has launched out. It's whipped you in the face with its tail. You've now got a cut like Indiana Jones does across from his whip. And it's like landed on the floor between you and the door. I think we probably need some initiative.
Yes. Baton out. Let's just stomp on this thing. I wonder what its blood tastes like.
Let's try it.
Okay, Ivarenka, you're on 3s.
Hey.
It's good.
Fam, you're on 1.
Gosh.
Really good.
Okay, Yuri, you're the next closest. You're on 7s. I will do it for the others as well. Slavan, Mushenko, you're on 9s. Sun Chun Hee, you're on 6s.
6s.
And this has got a speed of 2. So the facehugger goes on 2s and 5s. Okay, 1.
Great, I was doing tokens. What was mine?
Yep.
You're on 9, Steve.
Oh, typical.
So before anything else happens, you hear suddenly over the radio system a message saying, we hear you, OLENYA Bay, we hear you. Aid is on its way. We have been searching for the Tunguska. Are you survivors of the Tunguska? Aid is on its way, in a Russian accent. You also hear a competing message saying, unidentified message. We are picking up your signals. We understand you're in a bit of trouble. We are coming to support you. We are on our way. 1s, Fam.
Yeah, I basically, best I can, just lunge. I would just leap forwards, baton in hand, and just try and strike down on top of this fucking weird crab parasite-looking thing.
using your metal bar.
Yeah, my baton, please.
Your
So
baton.
that'll be
Your baton. Yeah.
a close combat roll.
That is a close combat roll. Yeah.
Some stress.
Just writing notes. The egg was in a crate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. 1, 2. This one's on the stress dice. 3 successes, no ones.
Right. Okay. So the damage from that is 4 points in total. If you want to put it all into damage.
Can I sort of like punt it into the room ahead? Because I imagine that we were coming from the bottom corner down here near the window. And it would have gone past, or were we in front of the door here?
Give it to Yuri.
Yes. So actually, on the picture there, you two are there, and it's more like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to deal like 2 points of damage and see if I can punt it into the room, just to get it away from us.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
Close the door.
Entirely reasonable. So it gets punted into there. Okay, it takes 2 points. It has some
All
armor.
the shit you were giving me, I don't know.
I'm just getting it away from me. That thing moved quick.
Yeah, you're walking out of the room.
Okay, so you've given it a nasty whack. When you hit it, you kind of crack its carapace a bit, and some of your sort of yellowy blood spills out.
Yes.
Having hit it, that blood splashes up in your direction.
Yes.
You only did 1 point of damage, mind. And some of it lands on you, and it burns. It burns badly. You take a point of damage from the acid splash.
1 point.
1 point.
I'm not.
If you're wearing protective armor.
Oh yeah, I am wearing armor. It's a 3, so no, I'll take the point of damage.
Yeah, so you take a point of damage. Yeah.
He's just like, and it's like worse than the leg break scream, and like it's just like, yeah.
You've done a very good kind of, forward defensive cricket shot with this thing and put it straight into the other room. Ivarenka, it's your action.
Just close the door.
Close the door and like just hide.
You're only pausing because it's what I would do.
Okay, yeah. So you're slamming the door shut, yeah?
Instinctual. I slam the door shut. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yuri,
I'm not the only person in here I give 2 shits about. So it's done.
It's okay. Yuri has some glass.
Yeah, that's it. Yuri's got his bit of glass. I'm
So-
pretty confident.
The facehugger goes before Yuri and goes next. So as you're the only target there, Yuri, the facehugger gathers itself up and leaps at you.
It was like the first time it attacked you, it went straight down your throat during the part of darkness.
So roll a d6, Josh, for the signature attack.
5.
5. The facehugger leaps at its victim. Make an opposed roll with 6 base dice against the target's close combat. So it's your close combat against 6 dice for this.
Okay. So close combat is 5.
You need to
As
have
it's
your
basically
stress
trying to
Yep.
grapple around. It's trying to grapple your head and get its tail around your neck. It's not doing the face hug yet, but it's trying to get itself in a position where it can.
This is the
Oh,
foreplay
dear.
moment.
Okay, so we have 3 6s.
Oh no! You might want to push that.
Not good. Push the fucking roll.
I think he's got enough stress though.
Okay, right. I'm going to push it.
It rolls 4 successes on 6 dice. So
How much stress are you up to now, Yuri?
5 stress. And so with that second roll, so I had 3 6s. I've now got 2 extra 6s and no stress die.
oh wow!
Rolls.
So 5 successes. is
Five
that?
sixes. Yeah, five
Okay.
five sixes.
This is an epic grapple. It's kind of got its thing around your neck. It's got its claws into your cheeks, but you manage to yank it off and chuck it to the floor in front of you. But it's not given up yet, and it goes on 5s, which is the next action. So it gathers itself up and goes, "Fuck you, Turgenev," and leaps for you again. So roll another signature attack roll, please. So D6.
Okay, so
So you're unlucky that it has 2 actions back to back.
once more with feeling, another 5. Fuck's sakes.
Same again. So it's got its 6 dice against your close combat.
Okay, so
Okay, it's not as good this time.
bit of bad news. I rolled 1 stress die and no 6s.
Okay, so that if you got a 1 on a stress die, it means you can't push, and you are panicking as well. So roll for
Okay.
a panic. So roll d6 and add the number of stress die that you have, which is what, 5 now.
5 now.
At least
Yes.
at least it's only 1. You could have rolled 5 ones.
We're on 11.
Oh shit. Okay. So you've failed to defeat it. It's leapt on you. It's basically got its tail around your neck. It's got its things on you, but it hasn't got you in the face hug yet. But it will on its next action if something doesn't happen. You are panicking. You want to seek cover naturally enough, but this thing is on you. Your next action is to run. So you're
Straight
going to
into a
basically
wall.
be panicking with this thing on you.
Okay.
Someone needs to help you, basically. Okay, Dave, 6s. You're beginning to hear a ruckus in the other room. You don't know what's happened in your room, and you don't know that Mashenko has been backing out.
I'm just going to call out to Mashenko and say, Sir, have you found anything? I'm not having any luck. Looking for anything useful. Have you seen anything? Hold on. Let me use my lucky coin. I'll keep it close. I'll keep looking with the
Okay.
torch.
Make an observation roll, then, Dave.
Okay, observation.
Don't fail it, Dave. Don't fail it.
No, I got nothing.
Oh.
No fails, no successes.
Did you want to push?
Yeah, I'll push. So I'll roll it all again. I've got three successes, no fails.
Okay. Steve, I need a couple more alien tokens, please.
Oh,
Okie dokie. Right.
So, Dave,
you can all
So
click.
Dave, as you are, oh yeah, I'm on the wrong screen. I always do that.
Oh no.
So as you are scanning your flashlight around, it comes across, and you see one thing that looks like a strange leathery egg, but it's big. It's really big. It's 3 foot across. It's 5 foot high. Next to it, you see a short, small thing about 4 foot high. It's got big, black, leathery body. It's got spindly things on it. It's got a long head. It's got a couple of like flaring hood-like things coming off its head. And behind it, almost like cuddling this smaller thing, is a big 6, 7, 8 foot thing with a big long head, jaws that begin to like hiss. You need to make a panic roll,
Yeah.
and these things
Brown trousers.
seem to be just waking up. It looks like that the bigger one is protecting the smaller one.
Okay. That's a 3.
Add your stress. Is that in total?
Yeah, I roll 1 dice. I've got 2 stress dice.
Oh my god, you're
I rolled a
chilled
1.
as fuck, aren't you? You're very chill. Okay, you're like, yeah, all right, it's fine. I see this every week.
Yeah, what is that? It doesn't comprehend. I'm already snapped. And I don't comprehend. And I just kind of look back and go,
Where's Mashenko?
Mashenko? And my voice breaks a little bit. It's like, Mashenko?
Cool. Right, we're on sevens. Sevens is Yuri. Unfortunately, Yuri, you're panic. You're running around in a panic because of your panic roll from the last action.
Okay.
You're going up
If
so
I
you
may-
can't go, bud.
If I may, can I run headfirst out of the window with this thing on me?
So you're panicking.
My first instinct is to run,
What's
but
the direction?
obviously,
If that's what you want to do, I think in your panic, I'm going to allow you to do that. Yes.
okay. It's like that scene in Austin Powers where the person is in front of them and they keep swapping. But you know, it's yeah. I'm gonna do that with the face hugger thing on my face out of the window, and basically go face first.
Okay. Right. So I don't think you're going to be able to mitigate the fall doing this. So you won't be able to make a mobility roll to reduce the damage from the drop.
Okay. I'm panicking, so my first instinct is just to run.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to take 3 points of damage from the fall.
Okay.
Your armor can mitigate that if you're wearing some.
Yep. So that's what rating of 1. So it's 2.
But you roll the dice.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
need to roll it. You need to roll a 6 to mitigate the damage.
Okay. And I rolled a 6. So.
Okay, so you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
The face hugger doesn't take any. So you've landed. I mean, you're jumping out of a window.
Yeah.
You can't. You know, you're not an Olympic diver. You can't necessarily make it land. In that fall, you've landed in a way that you've been hurt and you haven't landed face
You've
first
landed
on
on your face.
I'm panicking. You know that's what panic people
exactly.
do. They
You're
do weird things.
panicking.
They
Yeah.
jump out of windows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many hit points do you have left then, Turgenev?
DOS 2.
2. Cool. Okay, 9s. Slavan, it's your action. Mishenko.
Where you're going now?
in a show of sheer bravery, I turn off my torch, step out the room, and close the door behind me.
You can do that, yes.
Trying to use my slow action to lock it, please.
That'll be a contact roll.
Yep.
To kind of reset the.
Bye-bye,
Mashenko?
You have the only opportunity we're ever going to have to go say you've punched the alien queen. Go punch her. It's like
It's only a baby. It's a baby queen. It's a baby queen.
Dog soldiers it and you'll be fine.
I've got one
Yeah.
one success, and
Right,
no
okay, yeah.
stress dust.
So you managed to lock it. I think the problem for Sun Cheating here is there's no way to unlock that electronic thing on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
You'd need to bash your way out.
Whilst being
But yes, so you've done that. Right, next round. 1. Fam, it's your action. You're now in a room with the door shut.
Is there like a window in the door that we can see out that we see that like, Yuri's gone over?
I think there is a window in the door, yeah.
So like I look at
You've watched him like leap out of the window with his thing on his face.
like what
was it?
Why is it in Key's room? And then he takes like the journal and he will he'll slowly slide the door open and then we have to find a way off of this station.
You can still hear these messages coming over the radio, one in Russian, one in English, saying,
If I can respond in Russian to the BBC, I will.
I'll say, fam, respond to the American.
And actually, he looks at you, and for a split second, having seen the cracks in the PPC and how Slavan Mashenko has acted, if you are sure, and he will respond to the American one.
Okay, yeah.
I take offence to that. You haven't seen how I've acted.
Right there in the med bay, I think was I'm not sleeping with these scumbags. I will find my own room.
Yeah, that's a fair comment. Okay, Ivarenka, that's your action as well, Ivarenka. You two doing that?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm watching around, basically watching Fam's back while he's responding.
yeah. Okay, yeah. There's nothing else going on here. The door is open to the thing, but you don't know there's anything going on out there.
No.
Threes, it's the xenomorphs. Yuri. So it gets to do an automatic number 6 face hug attack on you. It gets 6 dice. If it rolls any successes, you're face hugged.
You're getting
Did you want to roll
lucky.
this, or shall I?
Sorry.
Did you want to roll the 6 dice, or shall I?
You do it. Dealer's choice.
Okay. You're lying on the ground, bruised and battered, struggling with this thing which is desperate to try and face hug you.
Just
And
wants a
you get
little
this
kiss.
sudden surge of warmth and oxygen and peace as this thing goes over your face. And suddenly you lie there and think, oh, this movement is peaceful. And you fall unconscious as you've been face hugged. Sorry. First man down. In the storage room.
I'm
something
getting really
here-
even now.
You've heard, and you've now seen this, and you've heard the door behind you go stung.
That was mean, Steve.
That's really harsh. I mean, guys, come on.
Sorry, Josh.
Okay.
All right. No, you know.
But son, you can see this thing, the bigger of the things, kind of push the smaller thing back and leap towards you. Can you make a D6 roll for its signature attack against you, please?
Just a single D6.
Yep, absolutely.
This is number 2.
Okay. So the xenomorph leaps at you in order to knock you to the ground, and it bashes you over. You kind of fall on your back in amongst all the debris. Anything you're holding, your torch, goes
My coin.
flying.
My coin, my lucky coin, just goes rolling away along the floor. It's just like spins
okay,
around,
yeah.
and it doesn't land on the heads; it lands on tails.
There's a wonderful moment in the movie where just in the flickering light of your torch as it's going out, it's seen in slow motion falling over and going.
As the specks of blood hit it.
No, you're not wounded yet. It's playing.
Yeah.
Oh, it wants to play
you
with its
gain a
food.
point of stress though, Dave,
Thank you.
and must make an immediate panic roll. As
Okay,
this thing is now looming over you.
that's a 6 in total.
Okay, amazingly, you're holding it together just about. As this
I've
thing
not
is.
peed myself yet. I'm aware I'm about to die.
So you go on 6s, but it gets its second action on 5s.
Okay.
So roll again for its second signature attack.
Okay. It is a 1.
1.
To try and tongue punch the floor through your face.
So the xenomorph, eyeless as it may seem, stares deeply into the soul of the victim. You are mesmerized by the dread beauty of such a beast. You stand in awe of what nature or God or the devil has created. You gain another point of stress
Okay.
and must make another panic attack. It's panic roll. It's basically saying, you're going to fucking panic, mate. I'm terrible. If you're going to panic,
That's a 10.
10.
Here we go.
You're frozen by fear. Your stress level goes up by 1.
Yeah.
And you're lying on your back going, ah! So sadly, on 6s, you lose your action.
Okay.
You lose your slow action. You still have a fast action.
You can pee yourself now.
I have at the very most, I will try to, if I'm laying on my back, I will try to get my legs underneath me and just try to push myself along my back. But I know this thing is pinning me, so my legs are probably just.
So it's not pinning you. It's looming over you. So yeah,
Okay.
you can do a panicked push of your legs and you're kicking equipment and boxes out of the way as
Yep.
you're moving
Trying to
backwards.
scramble up back to my feet, back to the door.
But you can get to your feet. Yes, you haven't got very far though, but you can get to your feet.
Okay.
So we can just. I'm just going to amend the map a little bit. For any point you want to bring it up. Okay. 9s, Mashenko. You traitorous evil bastard, you. What are you doing?
Can I hear the radio message coming from the other room?
Yes, I think you can.
Then I will make my way in that direction, please. I will
Yep.
head into that room. So I think I would see Fam, like I guess, crouched over, making a radio message.
You can see the two of them over the radio system. Yep.
There was something large in the storage room. It got Fam. He's been killed.
Got Son.
I've lost. Sorry, Son. Yeah. it got Son. He's been killed. There's no way he survived. We have to get out into the open. We have to get to the top deck.
Okay, that's
now,
probably your action.
I know about these stairs over here. Sorry, these ones are in the corner.
Yeah, I think you probably do. I think, like I said, you've all had some experience on these oil rigs before, so I think you've got a basic idea of the layout. Yeah.
So that's where I'm gonna be making my way towards.
You go, Mashenko. I'll stay here with Fam and we'll communicate.
So the next round, Fam is first on 1s.
Yeah, and I think that he'll say like, we've sent the message. And do I know how they are going to get us?
No, they've said that aid is on the way.
Help is on the way, dear.
Yeah.
Help is on the way, dearie. How do where would I expect to go in these situations? Where would I think
probably
aid will come
to the upper deck? You suspect there.
Yeah. I nod to Galena in a sort of way that's like, we won't tell him it's the Americas we've responded to. And I'll also say to Slaven, yes, we had a creature too. It got Yuri. And then start trying to make my way up these stairs as well and like nod at Galena. It's like, come on, we have to go.
Okay, yeah. On 2s, Galena, are you helping Fam? Are you going in that direction?
I'm helping Fam. Where's Mashenko? Is he ahead of us or is he behind? Is he ahead of us or behind?
He's behind you at the moment. If we bring the map up, Steve. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's just because Fam, your leg is broken. You're slow.
Yeah.
With both actions, you can probably get to the door.
Cool, that's fine.
I think. Okay, 3s. Back in the storage room. Dave. This thing is coming for you again. Did you want to roll a d6 for a signature attack?
Yeah. Let's see what damage it can do. That's a 3.
Okay. It launches at you this time. It's beginning to get fed up with the game. And it grabs you and it attacks you with 10 base dice, damage 1.
Oh!
Basically, it's trying to pick you up and throw you into the far wall, is what it's trying to do. Ouch. Okay, so that's 3 points of damage. It's launched at you, it's grabbed you as it's gone, kind of picked you up as it's moving. You're being bashed and dragged past all this equipment and along all these racks that are tearing at your clothes and flaking your skin off. And it chucks you against the far wall. You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Can we hear this, by the way?
I just had a thought though. It's not for food, is it? It's to keep me for the babies.
I suspect you're hearing noises, and I suspect Son is probably screaming, or at least shouting. Son, you do need to make a panic roll.
Okay. That's 6 in total.
Okay. So after you're frozen, You're kind of like, oh, I'm going to die anyway, so what's the point in panicking, I guess? It gets another attack on you with its next action, though, Dave, I'm afraid.
Yep.
So roll a d6 again for the signature attack.
Here we go. That's a 6.
Okay, this time it's coming in for the real thing. As you're lying on the ground, bloodied and bruised, it comes in, its hands come to the side of your head, its face comes forward, it opens up the inner jaw, slashes out.
I got a classic death. Yeah.
You got a proper classic death.
You're not dead yet. It's got
Ow!
a nine dice attack. It's got to do some damage first. And it does. So you have armor.
I have armor of 2, apparently.
You
Suit
can
of
mitigate
armor,
the 2 of the 9.
If you don't, well, it's got 1 hit. So if you get 1 6, you deflect the hit. If you don't, you die.
Okay, so I rolled a 2 dice,
2 dice.
plus my stress.
No stress for armor. Just
Go
2
on.
dice, and you need a 6.
Nope. I got
The inner
3 and a
jaw
5.
hits you on the head. It smashes your skull open. You batter back against the thing. And you know that you are Xenomorph. Xenomorph babies.
Oh.
Don't need to worry about sun anymore. Okay.
I've got mixed feelings now.
I think everybody hears this inhuman wailing scream, and then Sun wailing scream of death as he dies. Nines, Mashenko, it's your action.
Well, I'm trying to get out, so I'm just going to move. I'm going to use my fast action and my slow action to move, please.
And go up the ladder.
I just want to get to the top deck as quickly as possible.
Ivarenko and Fam, are you trying to stop him? Or are you letting him
Yes.
push past you?
I'm not going to let him push past.
Okay, so they're in the way, Mashenko. You're going to need to make a close combat roll to push past them if you want to get past.
Yes, please.
Can I use my quick action to shoot him in the gut?
You've had your actions this round.
No!
You can do it next round, of course. So, Mashenko. Yeah.
Close combat.
That's okay. So that's 1 success, but I got 2 ones on the stress dice.
Okay, so
Can I
it's
end
still
him
only just
stopping?
1 panic roll. So,
Yeah.
so make a panic roll.
That's a 8.
8. Okay, so tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. Your skill rolls agility are at -2. So you've managed to push past them, but I think you've probably realised that they were trying to stop you. And maybe as you're pushing past, there's a bit of your brain that says, is Ivarenko drawing a gun? Next
he
round.
is.
Fam, you're on 1s. It's your action first.
Yeah, I'm going to take my baton and smash him in the knee.
Mashenko. Or Ivarenko.
Oh,
No, which one?
Mashenko. Mashenko.
Because I double moved, am I out of engaged range now?
He'll have to use a fast action to catch up with you, which he can do that. And then he can hit you.
Yep, I'm doing that. Didn't like that scream and see where this is
Steve,
going.
you can, if you want, use a fast action to resist this, to dodge it.
No.
Okay, make the attack then, Fam.
This is 8 dice, and then I've got 4 stress dice. No, 5 stress dice now. Okay. Oh, however, the initial dice is all 1s and 2s. So now we do the stress dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you roll? Okay. You haven't rolled the stress dice yet.
Off the table. No 6s. 1 on the stress dice.
Okay, so roll a panic for the stress die.
8.
Okay, likewise, you're starting to tremble. Agility rolls are at -2 from now on.
Yeah.
You've gone up there to try and hit him, and maybe there's just a little bit of UPP loyalty back in there somewhere, just creeping out, and it gets you to panic. But Ivarenko, it's your action.
I'm going to move up and I'm going to shoot him in the gut.
So from where you are, you can shoot him if you want, and you can aim.
No.
with your-
I want to be close.
He
Right,
would do
okay.
it. He would do it.
Okay, so it's just a ranged combat attack then.
All right. With my 2 stress, I
If your
have
gun,
got.
if your gun has
Can
a
I
bonus, don't
before he
forget to include that.
says the result? Can I do anything because he's engaged range with a ranged
No, I'm
combat?
afraid not in ranged combat.
Do I get any pluses from the gun? Did you say?
What is the gun?
It should be a pistol, 1 reload AP.
You get +1, I think.
I think it's probably +1. So get an extra dice
Okay.
for that.
I've got 5s on the stress, 1 extra dice, 4 successes.
Okay. That's quite a big hit. Right. What's the damage of the gun? Do you know? Have you got the stats there?
It's 2 damage, I believe, probably.
It says bonus 1, damage 1.
So that's
Can I push to shoot him twice?
no. You can push on the same roll to get more successes, but then you run the risk of getting a panic.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
fine.
yeah. So that's 4 points of damage, Mashenko.
Not that it makes any difference, but I'm going to roll the armor, and I failed, so it's 4 damage.
So are you broken?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a crit. You've shot him in the gut, or you shot him. Roll d66 for your crit.
That is 13.
13, how
1 and
boring.
3.
You're broken anyway. Crippling pain. So yeah, you've been shot in the gut. You go down in agony. You are broken, so you're out of the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's defeated.
Kick him back down the stairs.
You can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think at this moment, like, Fam looks at you like, okay, we have to go.
Yeah, and I'll grab Fab and we're out of there.
Okay. As you're running up the stairs, you can hear what sounds like I don't know, like some kind of a mechanical machine bashing against metal. Just boom, 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 and you can hear metal beginning to splinter a little bit. And
The days are in the bloody robot. Get to the upper decks so we can get out to the fresh air.
yeah, can you bring up the upper deck, please, Steve?
Yep.
Okay, we need a couple of people. So as you're coming up,
We don't.
no, you two. I mean,
That's all right.
That's all right.
That's-
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We don't need anybody else.
we don't need anyone else. It's just us. It's fine.
uh,
Sorry, it's the wrong token.
okay, you come up. You can see in the distance, 2 sets of like flying lights. One appears to be like a kind of a flat-bedded personnel carrier kind of thing, a bit beaten up. Another appears to be what looks like a dropship. And they are both heading.
Can we see any insignia on them at all yet?
Not from this range, no. What you can see is further on the other side of the deck, a couple of the working Joes.
What are they
I'll
doing?
just drop them in the centre. You can move them.
Yeah. Oop, hang on. Yeah, they seem to be a bit, I guess, agitated, and they are coming directly in your direction.
Okay. As soon as I get an action, I'm going to take a shot at one of them.
Yep, you can have a shot.
Okay. Can I push to do try again?
You can push as long as you
Yeah.
haven't got a 1 on a stress die. If you got
No,
1 on a stress
I've
die,
got
it stops.
4 and a 5 on a stress die. and I want more than one. That's better. 4 successes.
And no panics.
No panics.
Cool. So that's
a 3 on the new stress dice.
okay. So that's 4 points of damage. Yeah, the one you hit, you hit him, and it has an effect.
So?
It doesn't stop him,
Oh shit!
but they seem to ignore you, and they move straight past you and go down the stairs.
I just look at Ivarenka like stunned, like I thought that was it. It's like, no.
I think I shit myself.
You can hear noises and strange, screaming, shrieking noises from down the stairs.
Moving away.
Seal the door behind us. Are we running to the helipad, or are we flare room, or
Wherever they're going to be able to land, we are running the fuck for.
transport pad? Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you run across the deck and up onto the transport pad. As you're doing that, you can see these vehicles coming in. And the first one is this kind of flatbed, broad, like cargo personnel carrier thing. And it comes flying in towards the transport pad first. You can see on the side it's got clear UPP insignia. The other vehicle is maybe 30 seconds away on its way in. And it comes down and a door on the side opens and you can see what looks like what they call a Space Operating Forces soldier in a big white suit of armor, holding on to like a post next to it going, come on, comrades, come on, rescue.
Hold out, wait for the ship to drop him.
Can I have a xenomorph token, please, guys?
Yeah, I think
No, I'll give
Fam
you-
is
I'll give you
like
different
panicked
idea.
looking around.
Only
So you
only need one.
to respond to America's, but at the same time, like he knows that by doing that, he's sort of, although he was never going to really betray the UPP, sorry, he's also he sees the cracks in it, and he's like, he doesn't know what to do here, but he's not moving anywhere.
So you do hear. I think we're going to go into initiatives now.
I say if we see something, we're jumping on board. Waiting around is not worth our lives.
Okay, so Ivarenka, 9. Fam,
No!
6. And the xenomorph, 7 and 10. Okay, so
Lucky people.
Has the guy in the top got a gun?
yes.
Cool.
Right, we're going to the fucking ship.
You're getting on board the ship, yeah?
Yeah, we can defect later.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So he's there. There's kind of an opening, like quite a big open bay. There's a couple of other men in there. There are like benches to sit on. And as you go up to him, he grabs you and helps you in and pulls you up. As you're doing that, the xenomorph is running across the deck in your direction. Can I have a couple of working Joe, please?
I'll start as we're getting on. If we've seen it, I will be shouting, shoot the fucking thing.
Yeah. Okay. Can we? Okay. So the working Joes, you can see them as well, kind of behind the xenomorph, coming in your direction, running very quickly. Yeah, the guard that you look at sees what you're shouting about, and he does open fire on it.
Thank fuck for that.
So yeah, you're inside. There's a couple of other guards in there. There's a medic type who's kind of got fam and can see that you got a broken leg. Puts you on a bench, starts to strap you in for the evac. You can hear the other ship coming in, the drop ship. And you can hear like, over a loudspeaker, a tannoy saying, "Anybody aboard the rig, come here. We're here to rescue you. Everyone, come to the top of deck. Come to the top deck." The xenomorph kind of gets to the top of the stairs before it's kind of finally blown away by quite intense fire, but it dies. But the two Joes behind it are running up, and they run up, and the guards help them aboard. And they're both carrying
Fam is screaming.
large
Like,
crates. And they shove the crates on board, and the Joes start to climb.
Yeah,
One of them
I'm ordering them. Kill the Joes. Get those crates off now.
I straight up tried to unbuckle and get off the fucking ship.
Yeah.
So the guard's saying to Chelovek, who's getting on board, how many more people on board? And Chelovek says,
Shoot the
"None.
fucking thing."
We must leave." Make a command roll, Ivarenka.
Yeah. Command. Oh, this is my lovely one. 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 of those. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5 successes.
Any panics?
Not on the stress dice.
Okay, that's quite impressive.
I did get a 1 on one of the other ones. Does that?
Only if it's on a
negate
stress die. No, only if it's on a stress die. And what exactly were you saying to the guard? Because he got quite a lot of successes as well, but not that many.
Kill. I'm pointing at who was it? You said the Achenko or
Chelovek.
Chelovek, sorry. Kill Chelovek and get the crates off now.
He ain't gonna do it.
If not, I'm booking. I'm off this.
So he's confused. Chelovek says to him, "This man is a traitor to the Union. He murdered Commissar Mishenko. Arrest him, and we must leave." This guy is totally confused. The one of the other guys is going, "Go, go, go! Let's leave, let's leave!" And the ship is beginning to lift off.
Yeah.
Fam.
Yeah.
I'll grab Fam.
just
Are we
take-
off? And we're getting off. And
Okay,
we're running to the other ship.
You're gonna have to jump because this
Yeah.
is now leaving. So
Yeah.
I do not.
it's
Not being on the.
I'm
those
not
crates.
fucking staying on there.
so you're going to take 3 points of damage, mitigated by the number of mobility successes you make.
Okay. So,
Okay.
mobility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Am I a negative because of my leg?
Yes, -2.
Is that -2 dice? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Stress. Oh, okay. 3 6s, but a 1 on the stress.
Okay. So that would mitigate all the damage, but roll your panic. If you get 10 or more, Fam, if you get 10 or more, you fail the action.
No, it's only a 7.
Okay, so nervous twitch, your stress level goes up by 1.
Yep.
But somehow you leap that sort of nearly 10 meters, even in your broken state, and don't do yourself any further damage. Ivarenka.
I got 1 success, so I take 2 damage.
Yes.
Yeah. Ouch.
If I'd have taken all 3, I'd have been down.
Okay, so yeah, you're back on the transport landing pad. The UPP ship is kind of hovering now at about 10 meters. It doesn't quite know what to do, seeing the people it's just rescued have jumped off.
We're heading for the other ship.
Okay. I think to draw this to a close, yes, you can get aboard the UPP ship. There's a bit of a skirmish between the dropship and the UPP, but the dropship is armed and the UPP cargo lifter isn't. You manage to get aboard, scramble aboard, and the UPP take you, the United Americas take you away to safety, leaving everybody else dead on the base.
You fly off into the sunset.
Fly off into the wind and the rain, possibly for the dropship just to crash anyway. So, let's be positive.
As long as we're not on with those crates.
That was tense. Oh.
It does ramp up a bit. Where I played this like before, you get to this point and it's just boom, 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 boom.
I tell you what, it's beautiful. Obviously, I mean, I love D&D. Don't get me wrong. I love doing all the bits and pieces. But the intensity of this, as you said, the ramp up and the escalation so quick, it's incredible.
It goes from 0 to 60 in a very short time.
Yeah,
it does.
And
It really does.
I think that's all because of like having everyone's got their own sort of agendas or backgrounds, but also like as an observer of the films that like there is going to be treachery. We all of us were like, there's something wrong with the Joes, and I genuinely thought it was going to be just us versus Joes for the whole thing, and Chellerbeck was going to be like some mastermind.
Do you know what? That's what I thought as well, actually.
Broken concept, and then all of a sudden there's a queen and like the face hugger, and it was like, oh god.
So the backstory to this is that the base was shut down by a UPP senior person in order to effect a handover of xenomorph material from a United Americas traitor that they had. The Joes were here to receive it. She was supposed to be here, but her ship crashed and she died. So they've basically been here waiting for her to come and pick it all up, not knowing that she's never going to come. So that's the setup. So you come in, the Joes are there to protect the eggs and stuff because the UPP are going to want them eventually. But then you're obviously going to want to get off. So you need to get into that storage thing to find the equipment to be able to get a distress signal out. And then that's when you find those and the story starts to unravel.
That was intense. That was incredible.
The last time I ran it, Ida Renka, the player, they were in the ComSend room where the window doesn't go on to the next level, it goes straight out, and they were thrown all the way out down the 80 meters into the floor. That was quite funny. That was fun. I love moments like that as a GM. It's really cruel on the player, but it's great fun.
I did think...
No, go on, Dave.
There was different kind of scenarios and plots that were kind of in my head. First of all, I thought, as we all did, I think we're just fighting scrambled Joes. They've gone mental. They're going to kill us. That was it.
I thought that radio equipment that was in the comm center room was some sort of hacking device that was sending a signal in that was overriding the Joe's programming. Yeah.
Something between that. And I mentioned a few times, like, are they connected? Is there something else going on? Are they infected somehow in terms of circuitry?
They were connected. They did have internal... They could communicate with each other, yeah.
And then when we saw... And when we see the egg, I was like, oh, actually, maybe it's like the subroutines have gone. So they think they're protecting us. Like, get away, throw you out the window, because you're quite close to the egg. And I was thinking, oh, they're a bit twisted because they've been here for a while. They're a bit damaged, but their intentions are okay. And then I was thinking, no, it's like Ash. And Ash was like, oh, this is a sublime being. We're serving them, and then it was it's too late. I'm dead, so it doesn't matter.
it would be cool to run something like this for a large group of people and see how it goes.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of The Thing, and I've run a couple of scenarios like live action scenarios with 8 or 10 people using Year Zero rules, playing The Thing, and there's one person in the group is The Thing to start with. And then they have to infect others. And it's brilliant. You just get such paranoid. So I basically said that if you're The Thing, to infect somebody else, you have to get them on their own and just get close enough to them to go, wah, and grab them. If you do that, you've infected them. And so we've got people in somebody's kitchen So you fucking stay over there by the cooker. I'm here by the fridge. If you come near me, I'm shooting you. So, and it's just great fun. Really good. So that kind of paranoia works really nicely with this sort of game system.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's just well written. Like, just, those
Yeah,
3 episodes of
Dave,
like,
amazing.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I'm such an Aliens fan as it is. And like, I don't know about the rest of you, but like having that meta knowledge that like, that most of us aren't going to make it off here. It's just like
it's brilliant you say about meta knowledge. I mean, my wife has never seen the Aliens film, so made her watch some recently. Yeah, don't go start. And when you think about it now, with what we've all grown up with, the things we've watched, would you go into the hole? No. Would you go and look at the egg? No. It's such a weird situation to put yourself into when you think about it.
I need just.
Bye.
Oh, Dave's just gone.
It's okay.
But, yeah,
it's okay,
with everything we've been sort of subjected to over the years, and Alien films, Starship Troopers, Aliens, Predator, we're almost sort of pre-prepared. It's like everyone's got their zombie apocalypse plan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's why when the egg showed up, it was just like he wouldn't have a clue. He's like looking.
No, just gonna have that, and that's why I said, I'll come and look over your shoulder. What the hell is it?
Can I make a confession?
Yeah.
Do not tell me
if
you
you
haven't
say
seen
you've not
Aliens.
watched Aliens.
No. I was going to kill or attempt to kill Ivarenka with the glass shard.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah. Just to hide your guilt.
It was the fact that like Josh, you have like
been
the first person to die every time.
Yeah.
Like,
he's made a career out of this now.
Yeah.
He's the top dead person in Band of Badgers. I think that's it.
Most deaths.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's my
he's coming to
challenge.
Dragonlance and save the rest of us.
Yeah, there might be some payback in Dragonlance.
Can't
Coming my
buy
way.
Yeah, could be a lot.
So have we lost Dave?
No, he'll be back. He said that to mute for a moment. So there he is.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry about that, chaps.
That's no problem at all. Right. Thank you very much, Dave. That was
No, my pleasure.
yes,
thank you all
Dave.
for being such good players. Yeah, it was.
Absolutely superb. Thank you.
It's good fun.
it was good fun. It was a real laugh. Even though we're dying horribly, it was still
That's
funny. I
That's
can't
half
help myself.
Half the fun. Yeah.
And Richard hasn't noticed his name yet, so that's great.
Oh.
I've been there for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what?
I've been
Problem
really
is,
enjoying
what's annoying is I've been
this
looking at everyone else's changing, and I've thought I didn't even think to look at mine.
I can't believe you got me before I got you. Because what you didn't know is I had a concealed pistol.
Oh, did you?
Did you?
So, yes, a concealed Derringer. So I was going to get to the top of the stairs, and then because you could move slowly anyway because you got a broken leg, all I had to do was shoot Galena in the knee.
Yep.
Just slow you down.
That's all I was trying to do to you. It was like, if we're going, you're going with us. Because I knew that.
Yeah, I
we
was
were
going to say if it came to it and we were going to go down, it was literally just go for you.
And then I completely forgot my personal safety talent. I could have used that to try and get Fam.
You probably could have done. Absolutely. You could have had Galena shoot Fam in that moment. Yeah.
It's partly why I wanted it close up as well.
Yeah.
I was worried if I took a range shot, I might shoot Fam.
Anyway, this is purely practice for the National Alien RPG tournament at Games Expo, and I promise, Dave, I will not be stabbing you in the back. We will be pushing for the championship for Badger's honour.
How do you win that? Is it just last one left alive wins?
But we don't know. At the moment, all we know is Dave might know more, but there's multiple tables playing, and there's a prize for the MVP, and then I think survivors go into another round later on in the day.
So as far as I understand it, there's a first round, and it'll be players will vote for who they thought was the best player, and the person who gets the most votes goes on to the next round, and I think they'll play a different character in the next round, rather than it won't be just survivors.
Yeah.
So it's about who contributes the most, who's the most fun to play with, who's the most whatever. And then they'll go into a final, and then the same will happen in the final, where the players will get to vote for who they thought was the best player, and the person with the most votes wins the prize. That if Matthew's awake at midnight, he might be there, but I'll be there to represent Free League to give out the award to the lucky winner, to the skillful winner, the good playing winner. So it should be a lot of fun. Should be a load of fun.
I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a laugh. We've had a real laugh playing this.
No, great.
It's been
Me
amazing.
too.
Thank you very much for having me along.
Thank you
Always a
very much.
pleasure.
You're welcome back, Richard. If we are moving on to play another Alien game, so yeah, you're more than welcome to return
I appreciate
and
that.
play again. So right, with that, we'll sign off.
Cool.
So Dave, quickly, not that Dave over there, Miss Cena. If you'd like to just let everybody know where they can find you.
Yeah, again, so it's the Effect podcast, Effect with a K, our AP channel, effectap.org, and you can find me on socials as Effect Dave, Discord and Facebook mostly. Otherwise, you'll find me at UK Games Expo at the Free League booth, and I'm doing a seminar on the Friday afternoon about writing and game design. So I have a nice conversation there with some good people, hopefully. And yeah, come and find us, say hello, and it'll be a lot of fun. And thank you again, guys, for inviting me on. It's been a blast. It's been a real pleasure playing with such good players as well.
Thank you for
And
GMing. It's been amazing.
Yes, thank you.
No,
Dave.
my pleasure.
Brilliant.
Absolutely my pleasure. And thanks to the audience for watching.
Yep. Thank you, Richard.
Find me on Instagram, Facebook, Warrior Prince 3D. Anything tabletop related, cosplay, statues, I do the lot. You can see I got Beast behind me. Do also other bits and pieces like that. Terrain. Also do a new thing I now do is dungeon tiles. So you see all the old Dwarven Forge tiles and stuff out on Critical Role. I've got a massive collection of those from Milestone. I have their merchant license now. So anyone wants to make themselves a dungeon or anything like that, give me a shout. Wizards Towers, they do all the bits and pieces like that. Streets, it's a beautiful collection.
Cool.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Hello. I'm Ian. You can find me on Instagram as @the Dragonborn Bard, or through the shop, which is dragonbornindustries.com, or it's Instagram @dragonbornindustries. We hopefully soon will be streaming some of our own live campaigns, as well as me being here on the badges every time they bring me back for some craziness. I'm here for Dragonlance and anything else that they can throw at me to play, because I love playing. And yeah, it's just an absolute pleasure to have you guys watch and enjoy the show.
Thank you very much. Other Josh, thank you for stepping in episode 2 and taking over Yuri. It's
Sorry
much
for killing you
appreciated.
first.
Thank you.
He is used to it.
You can find me training Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello, and Raphael under the New York City sewers.
Who's your favourite?
Probably Donatello.
Yes, Donnie is the best.
Raphael.
Fuck off.
How do you expect to beat me? Come on.
Smarts, mate. Smarts.
So I've always been Leonardo because it's
I've been Leonardo as well. It's the two swords that does it.
It's
Donnie,
two swords, but it's also I'm an oldest brother, so it's always been the responsibility thing as well. I've always loved Leo.
Yeah.
I've actually got a Ronin statue. I'm taking with me
Ooh.
tomorrow,
Nice.
which is really cool. I would show you, but it's packed up now. But yeah,
Make sure you
But
bring
we're all
that
in
to
agreement that
barbecue
nobody's
then.
favourite is Michelangelo.
yes.
Yeah.
No, he's my favourite, just out of the hell of it. So,
come off his own show, hasn't he?
I haven't
Right.
watched the Ninja Turtles since I was 16, so I might be a bit out of date.
And other Dave. No, wrong again. That one.
Hi, I'm Dave, Chief Badger at Band of Badgers. You can find us on YouTube, which you're probably already watching this. But remember to like and subscribe. If you want to play with us, if you want to come and play games, join the club. We're based in the UK. If you're anywhere near Gatwick, come to the UK Games Expo. And on the 1st of July, so Saturday, we will have our annual Badgers Con, which is basically a Badgers barbecue. So a bunch of people.
I've got to defend my title this year for the Badgers barbecue.
You do, yeah. We've got something new planned, as we do every year. Something new, something fun. But there will be there's prizes, there's giveaways, there's all kinds of games, snacks, drinks, all kinds of stuff. So get in touch, join us.
Thank you very much. Right, that's it. This is the end of the run. 3 sessions over.
Thank you so much, guys.
Galena and Fam successfully survived and escaped, and
Only
I
the
was
best lived.
horribly murdered by the treacherous Galena Everenko. And with that, we'll say goodbye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.